Hello Philememers, Roman Joke here, and I wanted to wait until all the cards were revealed to do like a review, but I'm so excited. Like a lot of new cards are really cool, really interesting, so I wanted to talk about them. It's gonna be like a quick review. I'm using Hearthstone because they're the one who keep up to date with the new card reveal, not like the main sites. So let's start. First off, we have a Demon Hunter card. Jace Darkweaver, Battlecry, cast all spell you've played this game, targets enemy if possible. So for an 8 mana card is 7/5, it's basically a Shadow Walk, but for the fel spells. In Demon Hunter. So we don't have a lot of fel spell. If we look on the Hearthstone website, we see that we have good spell even if they target the enemy minions, if possible, or the enemy. We have the Chaos Nova, if you want an AoE. Eye-Beam is okay. I guess Chaos Strike is okay. Fel Guardian, yes, but like, you never play this card anyway. Yeah, the only good one is Metamorphosis, right? But are you gonna pay 8 mana to get another Metamorphosis? I don't think so. So I'm not really sure about this card. This is the only thing in Demon Hunter. Let's hop up to Druid. So Druid has a really interesting legendary. I don't know yet if it's gonna be good, but 8 mana 5/5, Sheldras Moontree, Battlecry, the next 3 spell you draw or cast when drawn. So this means that they're gonna cast basically when you draw them, and the targets are gonna be random. So, so looking at this spell Druid, looking at the Druid spells, we can see that it's pretty weird, right? Even by classing mana high to low, like the best spell you want to be cast are Survival of the Fittest, obviously, Guardian Animal, maybe, Cenarion Ward. Do you really want the alignment? Maybe you want the alignment to be cast immediately, but in a way you don't want like Ultimate Infestation and Overflow to cast just like that. It's weird because like when you're playing Celestial Druids, you really want to manage your hand size whenever you want. So having a draw spell that activates randomly, it's not really good for you. Nourish either, because so all the choose one card are gonna be bad, right, with this one. Except if you get like a big choose one card that is insane in both cases. This is not really good. Spreading Plague is okay, Nourish is okay, Arbor Up is good, but then you see we are already at a 5 mana and we have only seen like 3 spells that were good above 5. So it's gonna be hard, Maybe we'll have some kind of Polkeltish card for Druids, just to rearrange the spells in our deck. At like an 8 mana 5/5, you don't want that. You really don't want that. So I don't think the card is gonna be good in the Druid we have today. Next up is Codemount. So we have the mount, all these mount spells for basically every classes, almost, if I'm not mistaken. Basically, they're a spell that gives a minion some stats and an effect, and as a death rattle, you get another minion with the same stat and the same effect. So here the Codemount, you give a minion +4/+2 and a rush for 4 mana, and when it dies, it summons a 4/2 rush. So the mount, the Kodo is beast. So this is interesting, but okay, I'm gonna be honest. At the beginning, I was thinking that this card was absolutely trash. I don't know why, but compared to some other mount we have seen, I found that this one was really bad. Giving rush onto a minion, because like for the mount to be okay, you need to have a board-centric deck, right? And if you want to play that on curve for it to have the maximum effect by the stat giving, you need a minion already on board. So giving it rush, I don't know, it felt weird at the beginning, but the more I think about it, the more it's like, well, it's also a +4/+2, so even if the minion die, you still have a rush for 4 attack afterward. And this part I underestimated. This is pretty good, but like in some kind of mid-range-ish token Druid, I guess, which is not something we have seen in a long time. Now that the Gibbling is done, like Donzo, at 2 mana you never play him. What are you playing in Token Druid in the early game? Are you still playing the Oaken Summon package? Yikes. Oh, that's not exciting. But yeah, this card has potential. But I don't know if I want to play it just right now. Oh, next is another card. I'm really excited about this card. Okay, so the Barpenter. It's a 4 mana 4/4 beast. Okay, Rush. Okay, we have seen the 4 mana 4/4. We have the Prime legendary for Warrior. It's a 4 mana 4/4 Rush, and it's played in some decks. And we have seen that in the meta, a 4/4 Rush is pretty good. Like, you take 2 trades at least. And whenever you attack, give your hero +3 attack this turn. So, this is really good. It's been a long time since we have seen an attack Druid synergy. The last time we have seen that was with Gonk, so it was not pretty good, yes. But this one, I don't know, it's packing. Like, compare it to, in Galacron War, the 4 mana 2/2 Rush that we have. Yes, it's a neutral, but we still play it because we need invokes. So, this one is not an invoke, like, you don't build up to something, but it's still a solid body. Like, damn, imagine if you play, like, some kind of mid-range Druid. I know that sometimes, I know that somewhere along the line we're gonna have this one, the mid-range Druid, like minion base mid-range Druid, and like the Barpenter, I don't know, it feels so good. Imagine if you bloom this out on turn 2, or like with a coin on turn 1. It's GG for any board-centric deck. You don't come back from this. I don't know, I love this card, I love it. I'm a fan of mid-range-ish, board-centric strategies, and this is perfect for me. Next we have a Tradable Spell. So what does Tradable mean? We have seen that in the latest TTS video, but basically you can just put the card back in your deck for 1 more mana and draw another card. Basically you draw the card before the card is put in your deck, so you don't redraw it, I feel. So it's a 6 mana spell, summon 2/7 turtles with Taunt, and about that I'm just gonna say Spreading Plague. Yeah, so no, this is bad. So Druid is on, Druid is off, sorry. Hunter now, okay, Hunter has some funny stuff. So first off, we are gonna talk about the Rat King. It is I that make the rules. A 5 mana 5/5 legendary beast for Hunter, Rush. So it's okay. It's worse than a 4/4 for 4 mana, I feel. But Death Rattle, you go dormant. So how do you revive it? After 5 friendly minions die. Yeah. I was really excited at the beginning. I'm like, Rush, go dormant, you can revive it in like 5. So I guess design-wise 5, 5, 5, 5, I understand. But it's a lot of minions. 5 minions is a lot of minions. So basically you're not gonna be able to revive it every turn. That's not gonna be possible. You're gonna revive this one like 1 every 2 turns, I feel. Even if you play a deck with the Kolkar Pack Runner. Still playing 5 spell as a hunter, it's gonna be difficult. I don't know. It feels weird. You have the funny stuff where you can do this one on 5, kill it maybe, and on 6 you have the Locust Swarm, right? That fills your board with minion with Rush, or like just summon 5 minion with Rush, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's like it's cute, right? I don't see it being really good. If it were 3, this would be really good. But 5? A bit too much. Too many minions have to die for this. The Rat King is not worth it. Rats of extraordinary size. So 6 mana spell. Basically you fill your board with 1/1 rats. And you can do that even if you have minions on the board, because if any can't fit on your battlefield, they go back into your hand with +4/+4. So imagine you have 3 minions on the board, you play this card, you summon 4 1/1 rats, which are beast, and you get 3 5/5 for 1 mana in your hand. Looking at it like that, it's pretty cool, but you spent 6 mana to summon for 1/1. So, yeah, I don't know, it's cute too, it's cute. But where do you play that? You don't play that in Beast Hunter, even with the Rhino. It's fun to have 5/5 with Rush, but it's so slow. Turn 6. Turn 6 is too slow. Like on turn 6, you want to be pressuring your opponent really hard, so that you can little them the next turn, or like this turn, almost. You don't play that in Event Hunter too. We have seen the resurgence of Event Hunter, but this one is bad, I feel. It's not very good. Next. The Ramming Mount. This is a mount I like. So give minion +2/+2 and immune while attacking, and then you summon a 2/2 that has immune while attacking, and the beast is a mount. The mount is a beast. So a 3 mana spell. That's okay. That's pretty cool. I like it. It gets tutored by Barak. So this is nice because we lack 3 mana spells in Hunter, like good 3 mana spells in non-beast deck. This is okay. I like it. We're gonna see. It's just gonna be dependent on whether we have a resilient 1 or 2 drop this expansion, because Hunter right now is full on tokenish base, so maybe it's still good, right, with in a token deck. I don't know, maybe. It can be interesting. I like this one more than the Druid one, and the Druid one was already okay. In Mage, so we have the quest line. Let's talk about the quest line. I know that we talked about it before. Oh wait, I can't see it right here. That's interesting. Is all the quest? Yeah. So the quest line for Mage, basically you cast a Fire, Frost, and Arcane spell each time, and you draw a spell, then you discover 1, then you gain +3 spell damage. I feel like it's too late. Like after casting 9 spell, each class, of each school, sorry, you don't have any more burn. I feel like Frost spell. Yes, you have the Ray of Frost, which is gonna proc 2 parts of the quest, but then on Fire you have Fireball, and that's kinda it in a burn deck, because you want this in a burn deck. Arcane, you have to draw spells. You're okay with the Arcane one. It's not the one that is concerning, but like Fire spell is concerning. You don't have good quality of Fire spell. And I think getting +3 spell damage might be a bit too late after you cast every other spell. I don't know. This is the quest line I like the least, because the other one are kind of more interesting, I feel. Or like have more potential. So coming back on the list, on Mage we have another spell, okay, Fire spell. Tradable, deals 3 damage to all minions. So this is a good Fire spell, but not for the questline, for LPG. I feel like this is really good for LPG. So LPG always is in this kind of weird situation where if you have your Scientist into Flame Ward, you're okay against aggro, because afterward you have all the yellow cards, the double Reno, Zeph, Kazakus, you could. But when you don't, your early game is kinda fragile, and maybe your opponent can swarm the board enough so that they have more than 10 HP on the board, and the Rhinicologist doesn't clear on 6. So having this card is really good, because like it clears most of the other game, and the mid game too. Like think about Secret Mage. Secret Mage has all its minions at 3 health almost every time. So it's really good. And you can trade it if you are in a control matchup, so you get an extra resources instead of this one. I feel like this is really good. I know it's a spell, and in LPG you don't want to have a lot of spell, but this is a really good spell. Oh, let's talk about the Paladin questline. So Paladin questline, Rise to the Occasion questline. Play 3 different 1-cost cards, reroll, you equip a 1/4 weapon. Well, it's not really good, but it's not really bad either. Then Pave the Way. Basically you redo the same thing, play 3 different 1-cost cards, then it's upgrade your hero power, so this is really good. So basically you don't play that in Odd Paladin, sorry. Maybe you do, maybe you do, because the reward is pretty interesting. And then again, the last part is play 3 1-cost card, and you get a 5 mana 5 mana 7/7 battle cry. Your civil hand recruits have +2/+2. So this is interesting, right? It's a permanent Quartermaster effect, and we know how busted Quartermaster is. So the question is going to be, where are you able to play this one before turn 8, right? So you play the quest on 1, you play 2 1-drop on 2, on turn 3, maybe you play 3 1-drops. So you got the first one that is, okay, you have 2 ticks out of 3 on this one, and on 4, you play the rest. So you can play this one on 5. It's possible to play this one on 5. Because 2 + 3 + 4 is equal to 9. Yes. Oh, mathematics, dude. OP. So you could play that on 5. You could. But I don't really see a curve where you can play 9 1-drops. Maybe you have double Crystology and first day of school. No, actually, double Christo, first day, it's possible, it's possible. But does it fit? Like, playing 1-drops is not really fitting for, like, a dude paladin deck, if it's not odd. I don't know, it's interesting, but yeah, we're gonna see. Coming back on paladin, we have the prismatic jewel kit. So it's a 1 mana weapon, 0/3. After a friendly minion loses Divine Shield, give minions in your hand +1/+1. Lose 1 durability. So hand buff, right? But do we play that in hand buff? In the current version? No. But almost yes. So almost, because... So we almost play that in the current version, because we already play the Righteous Protector sometimes. We play... What do we play sometimes? Sometimes you can play that. You have this one that went in and out of the list. You have Cariel Rome. Okay, that's it for the Divine Shield that you play. No, wait, I forgot. You have the Charges one. So it's already some good amount of Divine Shield, but then there is 2 options that arrive with this card. Either you play a full Divine Shield version of hand buff Paladin, like you play like a shit ton of hand buff. You even play like the Oak Merchant to get an extra Divine Shield. Or you play it in Odd Paladin. Yes, Odd Paladin. Why the fuck do you want to buff your hand in Odd Paladin? It's always empty. Yes, but no. Odd Paladin has now access to Crystology, if you guys remember. It's a good card, like it's a really good card. And in Odd Paladin you have Lotraction. Lotraction means that every recruit you play and you summon is gonna have Divine Shield. So this shit is gonna go up really quickly. So you could go back to the version when you play the pirates. So you have the 1 mana 2/1 pirates. You have the 2/1 with Divine Shield charges on 3, and you can play Leroy too. It's a shit ton of damage. It's a shit ton of damage, and you have the Conviction. So it would be some kind of hand buff, but that goes way harder on the board. I don't know if it's possible. Like, you will have to play Divine Favor, that's for sure. But it's... I don't know, it feels really good. It feels really good. I want to play this card. I'm gonna do the odd buff Paladin, and you guys are gonna cry because it's bad. In Paladin, that's I think that there is another card. We're gonna see that on Twitter afterward. Priest. Ooh. Oh, Priest. Okay, I'm in love with the 2 legendary that we got in Priest. So, yes, I have to go back. Down. Yeah, the quest line for Priest. So you see 5 image already. Don't spoil yourself. The quest is play a 2, 3, and 4 cost card. Reward, discover a card from your deck. So already, you look at that and like, that's not really hard. And the quest is not a liability in terms of hand size, because you discover a card from your deck. So basically, it's 1 for 1. Imagine 1 mana, discover a card from your deck. Basically 1 mana, draw 1. So that's pretty good. So having the curve, like the 2-3-4 curve, is not something we have seen in a long time in Priest. The last time we have seen that was in mid-ranges Dragon Priest, like with the Spiteful Summoner, and we are gonna get to it because holy shit. Then we have Discover the Void Shard, so play a 5 and 6 cost card, and you discover another card from your deck. So already the quest has given you 2 cards for 1, so that's pretty good. So you see that for playing card on curve, you discover another card that helps you do the other tick in the quest. That's pretty good. The last one is the hardest one. Play a 7 and 8 cost card. So in Priest, we don't have a lot of 7 and 8 good cost card. Look at that. In 8, it starts here. We have Katrina Muerte, I guess. We have the Flesh Giant, but the Flesh Giant is not going to count for the quest because it's big discounted. We have Free from Ember, okay. We have Gahoon. We have Idol via Charge. We have Morozen, which is, to be fair, it's okay, right? I like Morozen. We have these two, and this one, which is bad. This one doesn't count because it discounts. Talon J is trash. We have Undun, which is okay. And then we go to 7. So 2, 3 maybe? 3 good cost, 3 good 8 cost. Then on 7, bad. We're gonna talk about this one, but I feel like it's bad. Galakron bad. Okay. Bad. So on 7 it's really hard. Like the 7 cost spell, Scream is not bad, but if you play a deck that runs the quest, you're probably not a control deck. You want to play minions on board, like all the cards you're gonna play on minions, and playing Scream after this curve, I don't know, it doesn't seem very good. But let's talk about the reward. The reward is Xarela. It has taunt, so this is the first time we see a reward with like an effect, a keyword, and you shuffle the Purified Shard into your deck. So what is the Purified Shard doing? It destroyed the enemy hero. That's pretty good. That's, in terms of winning the game, that's up there. That's pretty good. So people were losing their mind like 2 days ago, I feel. Like they were losing their minds. Like, Priest again, having the non-fun interactive stuff. Dude, do you really think you're gonna destroy the enemy hero more than once per expansion with this card? No. Because there is a card called Celestial Alignment, which absolutely fucked everything you build your deck for, right? Because every cast is going to cost 1. So you never complete the quest after Celestial. So that's one thing. But it's really fun. And guys, this card, I'm going to play it in Spiteful. I'm going to play it in Spiteful. It's so good. I feel like this is the kind of deck where you won the quest. So in Spiteful, you're going to have this. You're going to be able to play the Questing Adventurer and Licenser. So basically the one that draws a card and the other one that gives a coin. So your curve is always going to be good. You're always going to be able to and the reward, even if it's in your deck, like Spiteful has synergy with it. And you can even play the 8 mana guy. Oh wait, you can play the 8 mana. Ooh, okay. You see? He's starting to... It's all coming together, chat. It's all coming together. I love this. I don't know. It feels just in Spiteful. Mwah, perfect. It's perfect. I love it. So we go back on Priest. And the second one. This is my favorite card of the expansion, and I don't think it's gonna be able to be upped. Dark Bishop Benedict is 5 mana, 5/6. Start of game. If the spells in your deck are all shadow, enter a shadow form. This is insane. So, it's so good. It is so good. So let's see at the shadow spells we have in Priest. Raised It. Shadow. Good. Potion of Madness. Shadow. The other one we're gonna see afterward. Strive in the Shadows. Spirit Lash, okay, like, you're gonna see why I don't talk about the other one. Shadow Vision, Shadow, Sense, Shadow, Insight, Shadow, It's so good. Twilight Call, Shadow. Palm Reading, Shadow. Devouring Plague, Shadow. Hysteria's Shadow. Always, it's nice to know. Soul Mirror, Shadow. Screamer, Shadow. So, imagine starting the game as a not mage, basically. You start the game as not mage, but you have the card for every turn. I feel like it's really good. I feel like it is really, really good. So in kind of mid-range-ish decks, this is so good. I don't know. There is two ways I see Benedict getting played. The first one, I mean three. First one, you just play that in Raza Priest, right? You got Penance, you got Renew, which you already got because like it got nerfed. But you got Renew and you got Penance, and basically every card you have is Shadow. So you're gonna ping your opponent and finish the league. I don't think you need even Spawn if you run this. Then again, this is not the one I want to talk about. I want to talk about the mid-range-ish version. So you play that in a Dragon mid-range Priest, something using the hero power. You can run Tour Guide and Raised It. This is really good. It synergizes really well together. I've seen that in Doglair. You run the Dragon, that's you run the 1/1/1 that draws spells, so you can draw the Raised It. You're gonna draw the Thriving Shadow, the Shadow Vision, the Inside, the Palm Reading, and you're always gonna have a good curve. And against aggro, it's okay. You have Dustbreaker, you can run some Shadow control spells, and you're gonna have your ping, and your ping is gonna be so good against aggro. It's okay if you don't have a lot of removals. Like, it's okay. This is okay. I love this card. It's so good. And the last one I see is in Spiteful. So you can't run Spiteful plus Benedictus plus the quest, right? The quest doesn't work with start of game effects. Like, it doesn't work with Gen. It works with Baku, but it's not going to work with that because the quest is not Shadow itself. So it's bad. It's too bad. I wanted to do the all the way Priest, but no, it's okay. But you can still run some kind of mix between the three, and I'm gonna do them all because this card is so good. It's pinging for every turn, like having the ping available every turn is really underrated. Next up, 1 mana spell, Epic, Call of the Grave, discover a Death Rattle minion. If you have enough mana to play it, trigger a Death Rattle. And it's a shadow spell, so it synergizes well with the other one. So, trigger Death Rattle in Priest. Hallelujah. Finally. It's been years since I wanted a Death Rattle trigger in Priest. We have that in Rogue, we have that in Hunter, not in Priest. What I'm not saying that is my favorite card, because it's discover a Death Rattle minion, and it's not from your deck. And the pool of Death Rattle minions is so bad. Oh my god, look at that. The pool, no, I should have said Priest. The pool of Death Rattle minion is so bad. In Priest they're okay. This is okay as an effect, just looking at the effect, but it's really high costed. It's okay, bad, okay. Not Death Rattle, bad, bad, okay, bad, not Death Rattle, bad, okay, bad. Right, and thing is, you don't have the neutral. And the neutral, oh my god. This is bad. This, like, you have so many bad Death Rattle. You never want to update this, to have this one. It's really bad. So because we're in wild, and the pool is really bigger, this is bad. Okay, we have to. I might cut the video in half. I don't know when, but yeah. Next we have the Mount for Priest. 7 mana spell. Give a minion +4/+7 and taunt. When it dies, summon an Eric. So it's not the best one. It's like the old paladin spell that I forgot the name. It was so iconic though. It was 6 mana, give +2/+6 and taunt, and summon a 2/6 taunt. It's basically the same thing, but with +2/+1. Like, I don't know, 7 mana. I guess if you do the Spiteful quest, it's really good. It's a good 7 mana spell, right? If you have the board. If you don't have the board, though, it's really bad. So I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to feel about this one. And the Elec is ugly as hell too. And it's not a shadow spell. It has potential in, I think, Spiteful. In Spiteful it has potential. But I don't see it in Spiteful or in Quest or in both.